it's pretty defined. One touch, maybe two. All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. My video last week, I got a lot of emails about no likes, no likes. No one has liked the damn video, but you guys will sure pull up an email and shoot me an email. Like, give me a break, guys. Like the damn video. So I'm gonna make another one. This is all Albrook stuff. It's all price action stuff. It's all uh, in his price action trading course. I would go pick that up if you have not already. It's comprehensive. It works. It takes some time to learn, but once you get into it, it's you can apply it across all markets and everything. So let's turn price off like we did before. We're in a 2023 contract. Let's go to a 2020. Let's go to a 2022 contract. No, we did 2022 last video. Let's go 2021. Let's see if they have it. Looks like they have it. Okay, so we're gonna go back here, 2021. I just do this so you guys know that I haven't seen these charts here. Where's the dates though? Okay, let's do the dates. Yes, exit replay mode. Okay, let's do June of 2020, and let's go right there. All right, I'm gonna turn everything on. Just have the moving average on here. We're gonna be trading pure price action here. Okay, why are you doing this? What's going on? All right, so we've got the replay here. So first thing I always ask myself is what's been happening? What has been happening? Well, we've been in a bull channel. We've been in a bull channel. Spike, pullback, channel. On a larger time frame, this is just a bull channel. Let's see here. And now we've broken above the bull channel, so that's interesting. Okay, so back here is when the channel started. You guys see it's pretty defined. One touch, maybe two touch, three, four, broke above. So this market is gunning. This market it has somewhere to go. You see that? It just keeps increasing its slope. Okay, so I'm not gonna fight this trend. I can buy for any reason because what we just had up here was a new breakout to a new high. So if I took this right here and I measured it from this part right here to this part here, that's the breakout phase. And I would expect a measured move at least to here, but possibly to here. Okay, so that's how we're going to use that. But at the end of the day, NASDAQ, if it's overextended, it likes to gap down. I've noticed that. I don't know if it did that in 21, but today, when you're overextended, prepare for a gap down in the part of the day. I buy QQQ puts most days of the week lately because I'm expecting a gap down, and I've only lost once. But I'm usually break even or in a profit because it gaps down overnight. So let's see if this gaps down. Excuse me. But we're going to be trading always in. It's a trend, so it should do very well. It should do better than the trading range that we traded the other day with it. So let's see what happens. Start of the day. Is this a start? Okay, so start of the day, we did gap. We did not gap. Okay, so it's just a bull bar. Okay, but we have to look at the retracement areas here. Let's see. Well, we're just going to eyeball it. We'll put a box here. This is 50% of that move, and this is 50% of that move. Okay, so you could see an immediate rejection off of this as the bulls try to come by this. Let's see what happens. Oh, this is giving me the candle update every 1 minute. Oh, that's pretty neat. That's a new feature. Okay, let's play it out then. Pause it if we need to do something. All right, so big bull, big bear bar at the open. Testing the top of this channel, testing the breakout point. This is the breakout point. You see it stop right at the breakout point. Look at that. Here, here, here. Wick this area here. So has some support, but then tried to rally off of that to the 20. Was rejected. So let's continue to play this out and see what happens here. Okay, big up or big down. Let's see if we get big up. Even if it takes 2 bars to go big up, it's still big down, big up, big confusion, and you're probably most likely going to go sideways, have a trading range day. All right, so we've taken out the high here. Taking out the high here. For this to go bullish for me, we got to get above this. Okay? Got to get above this, close above this, not get to it, not wick above it and come back. It's got to close above this for this to be bullish for me. Okay? Otherwise, we're in a trading range and we're going to sell, we're going to fade the high and we're going to buy the low. Because we've got big up, big down now, and now we've got big down again, so it's confusion. It's a trading range open. Doesn't mean that it won't break into a trend and continue, but right now we got to trade what we have, and right now it's not trending. It's just going up and down. It's trading these prices again and again. All right, because this is where they see value. Remember, we talked about that in the last video. Trading ranges are where the market wants to be because the purpose of markets are to facilitate trade. So if it's here and doing all of this, it's getting a lot of trading off because bulls and bears want to interact here. Bulls want to buy, bears want to sell. They enter a trading range. They're happy, happy, happy. Okay. So we are getting the start of a triangle though. We just rejected this. This is a trading range at the bottom of a triangle. Bears taking the initiative to break out of it. So if we get back into this channel, guys, we're probably going to go to the bottom of the channel. This is looking more bearish for me now. I'd like to see a retest of this trading range though. Let's pause and review. Let's see who's making money. It's two-sided, so they're both making money. But remember, this was yesterday's price action, okay? This is yesterday's price action. The big down, big up, that's trading range. So if I buy this low right here, chances are I'm going to get back to the top of this channel because most breakouts in a trading range fail. And this is failing to break out in the trading range, and it's also failing to break back through to the bottom of the channel. The only thing that makes me weary, though, is after this has came all the way up here and tried twice, it's probably wanting to come back to the bottom of this channel. But right now, the dominant feature of today's chart, if you just include this here, is a trading range. Okay, it's a trading range, it's a triangle. That's the dominant feature of the chart right there. Does that make sense? So I need more information, but here's the thing. Bulls are going to always need another bar until they get above this high. Bears are going to always need another bar until they get below this low because this is kind of the opening range. This is not. This is the opening range right here. Okay, but we're failing to break below the opening range. Okay, so because of that, see, I'm confused right now. I'm in a trading range and I'm confused. But bulls are making money buying the lows of bear bars, which they just did here. Bears are making money selling the highs and selling for any reason. A stop bear kind of made money here a little bit, and they kind of made money here a little bit. They weren't pulled up too much. So you're getting definitely more aggressive bears trying to get away with what they can get away with. The bulls are just trying to wear them out, in my opinion, until they can affect a breakout to the upside. So I do want to buy this, but this big wick on top here, all these little wicks and this big wick on top is telling me that I need more information. So we get another bear bar, probably going to start going bearish. We get another bull bar at the bottom of a range. I might have to take it to the top and beyond the top of the range. So let's see what happens. Okay, starting out bearish on this next candle here. All right, now we're going bullish. So that's not a very good bar. It is a reversal bar, and on some time frame, it's 2 bars that one went down, one went up. I like it down here because it's a rejection of lower prices, but I need to see some closes. I need to see how they treat the moving average, basically, because it doesn't look like the bears are letting up here. So we did trade below this on this tick. Okay, traded below it. And now we're coming down. I think this might be a bridge too far for bulls here. They might buy this. You see how I'm always thinking opposite in trading ranges? I'm always thinking opposite. It will keep you out of trouble. Okay, it will keep you out of trouble. I think the problem with the last video is I didn't think opposite enough. Well, I did, but then I didn't do the opposite thing I was telling myself I should do. So this is not a bad buy. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy this. This is reasonable. Even if I'm wrong on this, this should let me out at a break even or a profit if I am managing my risk properly. Okay, we're going to risk $500 on all these trades, and we're going to try to make that before we lose it, okay? So let's buy here. I like that buy. See what happens next. All right, so I'd like to see this trade above this and close above it. But it looks like the bears have other plans. So we're seeing this stair stepping, but you see how the bulls are gaining strength here, down at the bottom here. 1 bar or 2 bars there, but this was an inside bar, so really 1 bar. 1 bar here. Oh, maybe they're not gaining strength. Maybe that was a misnomer. But let's see what happens here. I'm long. Think we're going to go back up and test the bottom of this and test the top of this and possibly break out. Because we're at the bottom of a trading range and we come from a bull channel. So we're either going to test all the way down to here, somewhere in this channel, or we're going to push up through here. And I don't think the bulls did all this just to do all this. Didn't come this far just to come this far. Let's speed this up a little bit. All right, so we got a big test to the bottom of this channel. Would have been a great buy down here, but I still might get the chance. I'm going to buy more. So if I'm wrong, they're going to give me an opportunity to fix this trade. Okay, they're going to come back up to here. They're going to come back up to here if I'm wrong. Might pull me down for a leg, but I think we're going to come back to this price here and I can get out at a break even or a small profit. Okay, there's that break even. I'm going to flatten that only because we're testing the bottom of this and I want to see how that test goes. If we get pulled away from the back of that, I'm going to go short. Yeah, we can't keep this price up here. Next bear bar closing at its low, I go short. Here we go. Okay, I'm short now. It didn't close at its low, but it's going. Looks like it's going to. Okay, we hit this low, potential double bottom here. Let's see how the bears deal with that. Coming right through it. We got a trend line down here. So back into this channel, like we said, if they can get back into this channel, they probably want to come to the end of it. I think they're coming down here. I'm not going to flatten until we get down here. I think they're coming and gonna, there we go. Okay, now I'm gonna flatten that. All right, so now we can go, keep going. This has turned into a bull flag, but bulls were able to buy, push up off of this, so this could be the end of this. Or we could break down for a measured move down. Let's measure the bottom. We measured the top. We didn't consider a bear breakout though. So if a bear breakout was going to succeed, and this was the first leg in it, what would that look like as far as targets? You go from here to here. You hit your 1-to-1 there. Yeah, you got your 1-to-1 there. Will the bears go for 2-to-1? Will the bears go for a 2-to-1 on this target? I think they will. And I'm going to sell again. I think they're going to get their 2-to-1 on this. Okay, I think they're strong enough down here. Does it mean we won't pull back and retest? Does it mean that we're not at a double bottom, potentially the start of another trading range? No. Doesn't mean any of that. Mean we're not at a trend line? No. But I do think we've got appetites for a little bit lower prices here. These wicks on the bottom show that there's buyers below. So when they take these wicks out, I'm going to get more aggressive with my sells. Gaps above, trends leave gaps open, trading ranges close gaps. So the fact that they're trying to close this gap right now shows that we might be entering more of a trading range. But think about it, in a bull trend, can bears make money? Yeah, they can. They're making it on stops. They're making it selling above bars. So what does this tell you? It's probably not a bull trend. It's probably more of a trading range. Okay, now they're diving. Let's see if they can get to this. Okay, they took that low out. I said I would add when they did that. They're gunning for this 2-to-1. So I'm pretty confident the bears are going to get it now. Let's continue. It's about 2 o'clock. It's a pretty quick day that we traded here. Let's see if they dive there in the last moments of the day, or if I just have to take this. Bulls are trying, but they're not getting far. Trading range, 3 pushes down. Where are we at here on the day? We got 25 minutes to hit that 2-for-1. Tested the bottom of this channel, pulled away. All right, so we didn't hit it, and then we gapped up the next day. So this is a loss, but let's say I carry this. Let's make it fun. Let's say I carry this overnight, and I'm trying to fix this trade. When you get back into the channel, what did I say? You most likely want to go to the top. If this can't go to the top, that's weakness, okay? If it breaks back down below this opening range right here, that's weakness. Now, do I stay long until that happens? If I'm trying to fix this trade and it's in a small loss like right now, probably. But all of these wicks up here, this level here where I shorted before, bear shorted here before, I sold the lowest low here, probably going to be forgiven if I can sell a little bit higher. Let's see where I can make my break even here. If I sold here and then I sell there, I can make my break even here toward the bottom of the channel. But if I sold there, I can make it toward the middle of the channel. Okay, so let's target here to sell more, and let's target here to sell more. All right, let's continue. This is all looking nice and bullish and everything, but you're in the top of you're back into a channel that's sloping up, okay? And you haven't heard from the bears yet, and you have a gap down here, all right? So yesterday ended very bearish, and you haven't heard from them yet. Where'd they go? They're still there. They're just waiting higher to sell, okay? And that was probably my sell to get back to break even, because now we're at the bottom of this channel again, and now they're setting up buys again. But let's see what happens. Bears could have more. Okay, bears do look like they have more. Let's look at this measurement here and see what they might be targeting here. Okay, so they could be targeting, my 2 was here yesterday. They could be targeting that here, right here. Even if they target 1, I'm in profit. So if bears get a follow-through breakout to this, I'm going to go back in profit. I'm waiting for them, though, to reject this 20, give me a bear bar below the 20, like they did here. Like, that's nice right there. And I'm going to sell more here. Okay. So I'm in my max position now. I'm not going to sell anymore. I'm just trying to fix this position, and I think we'll get back down to this given all the trading range activity. Okay, so we are back down to this here. I am going to flatten this simply because I don't know if they're going to go for this 1-to-1 or not. But I think they're going to test this level multiple times. Okay, flatten that out. So I was able to get out at a small profit. Let's see if bears target this 1-to-1, target these lows, and I get my initial 2-to-1 from yesterday. Let's see what happens, because these bears that sold up here, sold right here, they were trapped. They were trapped when it traded above here. So they had to let them get out down here. Okay, so they hit their 1-to-1 target here. Okay, their 1-to-2 is right here. So they might hit my 2 from yesterday and the 2 here. But who would have thought they'd gap up and then come down through this trend line? Okay, because this is a high price. Bulls don't want to buy here. Bulls don't want to buy here. So all you had in control of the market was sellers. Perfect level that we drew out here too, by the way. See how it hit it perfectly? All right, so let's see though. They'll probably come on down through these targets now. Okay, so they hit their 1-to-1, or they hit my 2-to-1 from yesterday. Okay, they got halfway to their 2-to-1 and they slowed down. But this is, well, this is pretty convincing. This could be a reversal here. This could be a reversal here. But you've got 1 leg, pull back 2, pull back 3. Maybe this is 1, 2, 3. So you've got a wedge down here no matter how you count it. This could be enough to reverse the market up, at least momentarily. But it's been really difficult for bulls to make money today. And the first reversal attempt after this protraction here, typically going to fail. So I'll be very shocked if we get above the moving average. In fact, we're at this 1-to-1 here. I kind of want to short for a high probability move down here. but not when they're looking this strong. So give me a bull bar, or give me a bear bar, give me a follow through bear bar, and I'll be comfortable shorting again. But seeing some resistance at the 20, I'm not feeling bullish about this at all. I'm not feeling bullish. To me, the all-in direction is still short. I am looking at this here. I'm looking at this breakout point here and here. Looking at this breakout point right here and this breakout point right here. They're important to me. Seeing how it reacts to it. If it just blows through it like it's not even there, then I have to change what I'm thinking. But you see it reacted to it right here as soon as I was talking about it. All right, so that's not bad for that reversal there. NASDAQ likes to probe a lot more than ES, I believe. It gives you a lot of wicks, likes to push through levels, poke through levels. Okay, I'm selling this. We're coming back down here. I believe we're going to hit this 2 target now. Okay, bulls that bought here were able to get out at break even here. How do I know that? Because if you bought here and you bought more here, look, this is your break even zone. All right, so if you thought this was the reversal and you came back and tried to buy it, you broke even. All right, are they going for more than a break even? They could be. It could be, but doesn't look very good for them because they've already retested this channel, got back inside of it, and fell out of it again. I can't see them retesting it again before taking out this low here. Okay, so I think that's what's going to happen. Let's go ahead and continue to play it forward. All right, and we got a big move down at 1 o'clock. Now, I didn't know this was going to happen. Hold on, let me pause this because it looks like it might be reversing. I didn't know this was going to happen, but the chart set it up. You guys see that? The chart set this move up because it told us everything that we needed to know about coming down here. It wanted to go lower. It didn't want to go higher because no one wanted to buy high. It tried twice. Tried here, even closed up there, gap down, tried at the open, came down here, back into the channel, broke out of the channel. Bears and bulls decided this price was too low, so they bought it back up to the top of the channel, top of resistance, and they sold it down again, retested here, sold it down again, and they couldn't even get the second retest. So we wind up getting 1, 2, 3, and look at this 5-minute bar. This happened in 5 minutes. I didn't even have to worry about it. I didn't have to sweat this. We almost got a 4-to-1. So surprise profit, of course I'm going to take that. And it's 1 o'clock. Going into the next day, probably not going to trade again, but let's see if we can predict where it's going in this video here. So let's go here, here. What I want to emphasize in this video, though, before I move on, trading ranges are forgiving. Okay, if you're in a trading range and you do something reasonable, even if you do something stupid, you buy high in a trading range, that's not reasonable because you should be selling high, right? But let's say you buy high in a trading range, like you bought up high here. Okay, when this started to sell off on you, you're like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. This sold off so quickly, I probably would have just taken this loss. But let's say you had walked away or something happened and you didn't. You have to figure out how to manage your way out of this trade. All right, and how you do that, hopefully you started small enough where you can do that. But typically my best trades that I can manage my way out of, I realize in the beginning of the trade that, hey, this market is choppy, and by choppy, it's more trading range than trend right now, okay? So it's uncertain. So if you want to get involved in this market, you're going to have to be flexible, okay? You can't take your first order in your full position thinking that you got the market nailed and it's going to move in your direction from your entry. That's not how, well, it's not how markets work, first of all, but that's not how trading ranges work. Trading ranges rely on uncertainty. They work on confusing and disorienting and demolishing enough people to where they either give up or they get ran out and then the other side can take over, okay? Trading ranges are where the market wants to be. Okay, the market wants to be in a trading range because it can get off the most orders, the most prices, and that's what a market was designed for, to bring people together to buy and sell. So if you can understand that a trading range is where a market is happy and a trend is where the market is searching for its happiness, you can kind of see how the bars unfold and you can kind of see like the sentiment of the market. This was a huge downdraft, probably will reverse back up depending on what this was. I don't know if this was news or I don't know what this was back in June 21, but it looks like it might be an FMOC. Did we accidentally trade FMOC? It might have been that. I doubt that though, because this would pull up first. FMOC usually has a big wick on the NASDAQ and whatever the opposite direction is, and then it comes where it wants to go. So I don't think this is FMOC, but this could be the start of big down, big up. I don't think this bear bar coming at the end of a bear trend, and this is a small bear trend, even though we've been bullish up to this point. This is a bear channel. I don't think them breaking out the bottom of this bear channel is sustainable. Okay, we did hit a measured move target on that break, it looks like. If you measured this to here, and then you took this and put it on the breakout, we hit that target almost to the tick. Okay, so probably a little more momentum down depending on what event this was, but eventually we're going to return here. So what does that mean for breakout traders? That means if you bought this breakout, you're in fix-it mode now. You're trying to figure out, how can I fix it? And the best way to fix it is to scale in, but you had to have gone into that trade knowing that, hey, I might have to scale in to make this work. But if I'm in a forgiving environment, like a trading range, I can do that. If I'm in a trend where it's just going to keep going up or down, I can't fix a lot. So, but by then I should know that I'm in a trend and I should only be trading in the trend direction, okay? But let's say we sold the breakout here and we bought more here. If we bought more on this wick, which it looks like they are buying, our break-even is going to be here, okay? Our break-even is going to be here. So I could possibly go for a scalp. Let's go for a scalp. Let's go buy here, and let's put our stop loss here. Small scalp, damn it, buy, and put our take profit. Okay, take profit there. Okay, and let's see what we get. Now this is like catching a falling knife, but I just want to show you, like, this is a scalp that I would probably take. Probably not with 3 contracts, probably with 1, just to see if I can get some going, but probably going to retrace this. Probably going to retrace this depending on what it was, and I'm just saying this after 1 bar. Or we're going to get a continuation of this down, and then I'll get to fix this. Okay, so let's see what happens. All right, so we did get an up bar. So bears as strong as they have ever been here, and look what happens. They come up here and give you a trading range bar, okay? But no bull wants to buy this. No bull wants to buy this. Very few bulls want to buy this in the shadow of a huge ass black bar. But that being said, this bar is not complete yet. So let's complete the bar. All right, so it did come out and take my stop out. Okay, so it did exactly what I would expect. And you can catch these trades in real time, okay? You can catch, you know, the breakout bulls are stuck. Okay, they bought the breakout. They were probably below here. You see the wick on the candle. You know they're probably going to come back to halfway before they fall away. I think now we're going to fall away. Well, this is strong enough. We might get a little more continuation up, but I think we're going down in the short term. But we're only going to play it to the end of this day, and then I'm going to end the video. So let's see what happens. Okay, pushing back up. The bulls got their break even. Do bears want to continue lower? It's looking really iffy for the bears to continue lower, but what are we getting into now? We're getting into another trading range. It's the end of the day. Are we going to do a bear close, or are we going to do a trading range close, a sideways close? Let's see. I'm thinking, let me guess. I'm thinking we're going to do, based on this price action here, I'm thinking we're going to have a trading range close. I'm thinking we're just going to bounce around here until the close. Maybe a little lower bounce, but mainly something like that. I don't think it's going to go too much lower or higher from here. Okay, and that's exactly what we got. Okay, until the next day. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, give me a like, guys, if you liked it. If you want to see more stuff like this, using Al Brooks concepts and things like that. This was a lot better performance for me on camera than the last one. But this was one take. I didn't do any more before this, or I didn't look at this chart, as you probably see. But yeah, these are my executions and everything, and you can see they're pretty sound. But okay, see you in the next one, guys. Peace.